Is Earth in grave danger of disappearing in the next decade? Scientists have just identified a massive asteroid, 2024 YR4, that has a potential trajectory towards Earth in 2032. What would actually happen if this asteroid struck our planet? Would it be an extinction-level event or something we could survive? In this video, we're breaking down the science, the impact scenarios, and what experts are doing to prepare. It was a night like any other for astronomers scanning the skies, until they spotted something unexpected. A small but fast-moving object streaking across the darkness. At first, it was just a blip on their screens, another ordinary celestial traveler. But within hours that changed. They had just discovered 2024 YR4, an asteroid that, according to initial calculations, might be on a potentially close trajectory toward Earth. A new object in the night sky has sparked concern. But how exactly did astronomers first spot this potential threat? December 2024, at an observatory dedicated to tracking near-Earth objects, a team of scientists was conducting a routine sky survey when their instruments detected something unusual. A faint but fast-moving object appeared on their scans. To the untrained eye, it might seem insignificant, but to astronomers, this was a potential red flag. Any new object moving at such speeds in the inner solar system warrants a closer look. Within hours, astronomers across the world turned their telescopes toward this mysterious visitor. Was it a lost satellite, a harmless chunk of space debris, or something potentially more significant? As more data came in, the answer became clear. This was an asteroid, and one that needed careful monitoring due to its potential path near Earth. So the initial discovery was made. But what crucial details did they gather about its size, speed, and trajectory? But before we dive into that, I need you to hit that subscribe button if you love space and want to learn more about its crazy discoveries that come out every day. So what exactly are we dealing with? Let's break it down. Size. Early observations suggest 2024 YR4 is between 40 and 90 meters in diameter. This size range means it could cause significant regional damage if it were to impact Earth. Speed. This asteroid is traveling at a high velocity. Asteroid speeds vary, and precise current measurements are being refined. However, it is important to know that asteroids travel at very high speeds. Trajectory. Here's where things get interesting. Initial calculations show that 2024 YR4 is on an orbit that brings it potentially close to Earth. The exact future path is still being calculated, as small changes in its orbit, caused by gravitational forces, could make a difference. These calculations are constantly being updated as more data is collected. These numbers give us a snapshot, but how do scientists turn these observations into future predictions? The next part is key. Predicting an asteroid's future path isn't like drawing a straight line on a map. Space is a dynamic environment, and countless factors influence an object's orbit. Scientists rely on high-precision tracking, using radar and optical telescopes to refine their calculations. First, they map out its current trajectory based on its position and velocity. Then they factor in gravitational influences from Earth, the Moon, and even other planets, which can slightly alter its course over time. One of the biggest concerns? Gravitational keyholes. These are tiny regions in space, sometimes just a few kilometers wide, where if an asteroid passes through, its trajectory could shift just enough to put it on a potential future collision course with Earth. If 2024 YR4 passes through one of these keyholes, it could present a future risk. We've seen this before. In 2004, astronomers discovered an asteroid named Apophis, which initially had a calculated potential impact risk. As better tracking data came in, scientists refined their calculations. Apophis will pass by Earth this time. This demonstrates the importance of ongoing tracking. The trajectory of 2024 YR4 is also being constantly refined. We've tracked thousands of asteroids before, so why does this one have scientists so concerned? While there are many near-Earth asteroids, 2024 YR4 stands out because of its size, speed, and the ongoing refinement of its orbital calculations. Scientists are closely monitoring its trajectory. The key question remains, what happens next? How closely are scientists watching? It is important to remember that the cosmos is dynamic, and constant monitoring is essential. So this changes everything. But how likely is impact? Imagine you're playing a game of darts. You're aiming at the bullseye, but sometimes the dart goes a little to the left or right. That's a bit like how scientists figure out if an asteroid like 2024 YR4 might hit Earth. They look at its path and try to guess where it will be in the future. But just like with darts, there's always a chance of missing or hitting the target. Right now, scientists are looking at the path of 2024 YR4. They use powerful telescopes and computers to track it. They make predictions about where it will be years from now. These predictions have a bit of uncertainty, like a weather forecast, so they give a probability, which is like saying there's a small chance or there's a big chance. In the past, we've had other asteroids that worried us. For example, there was an asteroid called Apophis. It made people nervous. But as they gathered more information, they realized it would miss. This shows that early predictions can change. When scientists talk about the chance of 2024 YR4 hitting Earth, they compare it to these past situations. They look at how close the asteroid will come and how much we know about its path. Right now, they're working hard to get more precise information so they can give us a better idea of the real risk. This isn't just about one asteroid. There's a deeper, more complex risk that few people are talking about. Some scientists think 2024 YR4 might be part of a bigger group of space rocks called the Taurid complex. This is like a family of asteroids that all came from the same place. These asteroids cross Earth's orbit every year, and they're responsible for the Taurid meteor showers. The idea is that if 2024 YR4 is part of this family, it might mean there are more rocks out there that could also be a threat. It's like finding one bad apple in a basket. It might mean there are more bad apples in the basket. Scientists are studying this to see if there's a pattern, and if it makes the risk higher. But here's the real question. What would actually need to happen for this asteroid to strike Earth? For 2024 YR4 to actually hit Earth, its path would have to change. It's like if someone gave the dart a little push right before it hit the board. Space is full of forces that can change an asteroid's path. The gravity of planets, like Earth and Jupiter, can pull on the asteroid. Think of it like this. If 2024 YR4 passes close to Earth, Earth's gravity could pull it a little. This little pull could change its path enough to make it hit us on a future pass. It's like a tiny nudge that makes a big difference later on. What if it hits? You won't believe what's next. Okay, let's imagine the worst-case scenario. What if 2024 YR4 did hit Earth? What would happen? When something big hits Earth, it releases a lot of energy. Scientists measure this energy to figure out how bad the impact would be. They compare it to things we know, like bombs and other impacts. Nuclear bombs. A big asteroid impact can release much more energy than a nuclear bomb. It's like comparing a firecracker to a volcano. Tunguska event, 1908. In 1908, something exploded over Tunguska, Russia. It flattened trees for miles. Scientists think it was a small asteroid or comet. An impact like 2024 YR4 could be much bigger. Chelyabinsk meteor, 2013. In 2013, a meteor exploded over Chelyabinsk, Russia. It broke windows and injured people. This was a small meteor. 2024 YR4 is much larger. Chicxulub impact, 66 million years ago. This was a huge asteroid that hit Earth 66 million years ago. It caused the extinction of the dinosaurs. An impact like this is much larger than 2024 YR4 is estimated to be. Scientists calculate the energy of 2024 YR4 by looking at its size and speed. They use formulas to figure out how much energy it would release. This helps them understand the potential damage. But if the worst happens, where would it strike? And who would be in the most danger? Where the asteroid hits makes a big difference. Ocean impact. If 2024 YR4 hit the ocean, it would create huge waves called mega tsunamis. These waves could travel thousands of miles and flood coastal areas. The impact could also affect the climate because it would throw a lot of water and dust into the air. Land impact. If it hit land, it would create a big crater. It could also start fires that would burn for a long time. These fires would create a lot of smoke and dust, which could block sunlight and cool the planet. This is sometimes called an impact winter effect. Urban impact. If it hit a city, it would cause massive destruction. Buildings would be destroyed, and many people would be killed or injured. It would be a terrible disaster. Essentially, an asteroid impact would be incredibly destructive, and the level of destruction would depend heavily on where the asteroid lands. The potential damage is terrifying, but are we helpless? The answer will shock you. Now for the big question, can we stop an asteroid like 2024 YR4? Scientists are working on ways to protect Earth. DART mission. Success. Recently, NASA had a successful mission called DART. They sent a spacecraft to hit a small asteroid. The impact changed the asteroid's path. This shows that we can change the path of an asteroid. Nuclear options. If we need to change an asteroid's path quickly, we could use a nuclear explosion. The explosion would push the asteroid in a different direction. This is a last resort because it's risky. Gravity tractors. This is a future idea. We would send a spacecraft to fly next to the asteroid. The spacecraft's gravity would slowly pull the asteroid off course. This is a slow and careful method. The earlier we know about an asteroid, the better. Deflecting an asteroid sounds like the perfect solution, but in reality, it's far from simple. What if we detect it too late? If we find an asteroid too late, we might not have enough time to send a spacecraft to change its path. What if the asteroid is too big? If the asteroid is too big, our current methods might not work. We might need to develop new technologies. Could international politics delay an effective response? Definitely, because it would require global cooperation. Political issues could slow an effective response. Essentially, stopping an asteroid is possible, but it requires planning, technology, and international cooperation. So we have the tools, but do we have the will? And should we panic? You're about to find out. So after all this, should we be worried about 2024 YR4? NASA is constantly tracking asteroids. They have a system to calculate the risk of an impact. Right now, they are working to provide the most updated information regarding 2024 YR4. Past situations like the Apophis scare show that our understanding of asteroid paths can change. We need to stay vigilant, but we also need to avoid unnecessary panic. With so many challenges in stopping an asteroid, one big question remains. Are we doing enough? Many experts believe that governments should invest more in asteroid defense. This includes building better telescopes, developing new deflection technologies, and working with other countries to share information. Enhanced detection, international collaboration, and emergency preparedness are crucial. While the threat may seem distant, you can also play a vital role in preparedness. Keep watching to find out how you can make a difference. It's important to stay informed about asteroid threats, but it's also important to be rational. We shouldn't panic about every asteroid that comes close to Earth. Instead, we should support the work of scientists and governments who are working to protect our planet. This asteroid's threat serves as a stark reminder of the cosmic hazards we face. To effectively address these threats, we need continued investment in space research and technology, as well as international cooperation. Here's how you can contribute. Support space research. Advocate for and support funding for space programs and research initiatives focused on planetary defense and asteroid tracking. Stay informed. Keep up with updates from credible space agencies and organizations involved in planetary defense. Public awareness and understanding are crucial for garnering support and preparedness. Promote education. Encourage education in STEM fields. A skilled and knowledgeable workforce is essential for developing innovative solutions to space threats. Foster global collaboration. Support policies and initiatives that promote international cooperation in space exploration and defense. Ultimately, the best approach is to be prepared, not scared. Which part of 2024 YR4's discovery surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe for more incredible insights into the mysteries and dangers of space. Now, if you want to dive into 3 of the most mind-blowing James Webb Telescope discoveries, check out this video right here. You won't want to miss it.